back. It's muffin grooming day today, isn't it? I don't know if you can hear him purring. Should we bring the microphone closer? Oh, rubbing the microphone. I'm sorry we didn't do a video last week. I was really tired and I had a bit of a headache, and so I just had a week off. One or two people did notice and have asked, when are you doing another one? So that was nice. So here we are. Today I think I'm just going to give you an update on how I'm doing, because, as you all probably know, there's been a number of issues going on with me. And I thought I'd give you an update. And I also just wanted to mention that for those of you who are people that I would talk to on the phone, like we're close enough, but you also watch these videos. I spoke to a really good friend and she said that she feels like she has had a chat with me with these, which is really nice. But do remember, I haven't had a chat with you. So you're having an update from me or seeing me and you feel like you're having some kind of contact with me every week, but I am not having any contact with you. So feel free to message me or leave a comment. I like comments on the YouTube video, or message me on other social media if you're in contact with me there, just to keep that two-way contact. Or if you're, let's say, for example, oh no, Muffin, what have you done now? He's opened a menu of something. Stop it. All right. If you're really close, let's say, for example, a really close family member who I haven't heard from for weeks and weeks and weeks, feel free to give me a call. Well, I'll be trying to give you a call anyway. So I'll give you a bit of an update. So I think in general, my health has improved significantly. I've lost some weight, which is always a good thing. I have been improving in terms of how much I can do from a point of view of like the autoimmune illness. So the new medication for that, which I've been on over 6 months now, has been incredibly slow to work, and I'm still not great, but I am better than I was, and able to do a little bit more and interested in more. And then add into that the fact that I had this ADHD diagnosis, and I started on the medication for that. We're gradually increasing that. My blood pressure went up a little bit, so I've had to add in some extra antihypertensive medications. I'm hoping that as I continue to lose a bit of weight and be a bit more active, that might I might be able to stop those. But it's not the end of the world if I have to stay on those. I think we still have a little way to go with that medication, and in fact maybe it will turn out it's not exactly the right medication for me. It's definitely been helpful. The first day that I took it was really strange because everything felt really quiet and peaceful. It takes a couple of hours to kick in, but it definitely hasn't turned me into like some kind of super organized person who can keep the house clean and tidy and remember everything. But I am doing better in all of those regards. So, even if it never got any better than this, it's definitely an improvement on what I was doing. I think one of the things I've had to do over the last 12 months in particular is adjust my expectations. So I don't know if this is helpful for anybody else, but I'd always been a carer, and I'd always been busy, and I guess I'd always felt young. And this whole having this brain tumor that I had a few years ago that's left me deaf in one ear and with terrible balance, add to that, the fact that I get tired really easily and I need lots more rest, then I would like to need, and all the other issues. And like my picture of who I should be is very different from the picture of who I am. And so, for example, with the brain tumor thing, my balance, if I walk on uneven surfaces or if I'm out in the dark, I just have terrible balance. And so you're sort of trying to avoid those situations. And I've realised really that if I want to go out and enjoy things, like sometimes I have to do things like take a 4-wheel wheelie walker with me, like an old disabled person, so that I can sit down if I need to, and so that I've got something to hold on to, and then I can enjoy the thing, like a markets or a show that like agricultural show or something like that. And that that's taken a bit of adjustment to get to the point where I just have to accept that picture of an old lady with a walking frame, wheelie walking frame, just, I think, oh, that's my mum, that's not me. But, it is me, really. And so, oh, you did it again, Muffin. How do you do that? I do hope the video's recording all right. So yeah, I think it takes a lot to come to terms with who you are and accept A, that is a part of who you are, but B, it doesn't have to define you in terms of you don't then have to conform to everyone's expectations of what an old lady with a wheelie walking frame is like, and what they might say and what they might think and what they might even do. So yeah, that's been challenging. It's probably been good for me. But it's one of those things. Now they can't see you now. Muffin's lying here and he's purring away, and I wish you could see him, but I can't really move the camera to where you can see him. So what else can I tell you? All of that ties into things like accepting what I can and cannot do, and what I need help with, or what I might need to get extra tools to help with. So because bending down and sitting up and bending down and sitting up makes me really dizzy, so I've had, I started using grabbers, those reachers and things like that, so that I don't have to bend down so much rather than struggling, and it has made life a lot easier. And if I ever track down the eggs that the hens are laying, I know they're laying and I cannot find these eggs, but I've bought, like, there's a thing you can get for throwing. You throw a dog's ball with it. It's like a long handled, almost like a huge ladle, and so I've bought one of those, because that way when I do find their eggs, I won't have to bend down to pick them up. I can use my scoop. So I would encourage any of you that is having struggles, either physically or mentally, with any kind of disability or illness, just have a think about what would make your life better and easier, and even if that's something like a walking stick. Don't kind of think, oh, I don't want to use one of those, because that's not me. Maybe it's only me that thinks like that. So anyway, now I have a Hello Kitty walking stick, and I love it. So I don't need it all the time. I need it, if I'm walking very far, if I'm walking on uneven ground, as I say. Anyway, it's been really nice to talk to you all. I feel like I should have more to say. I hope it wasn't a downer. Sometimes talking about illness and what have you is a downer. But no, I think I'm talking about wanting to live my life to the full, and what I can do about that, and what I am doing about that. And so I encourage you all, live your lives to the full, have a good week, make any changes that you need to make, but sometimes you have to do them in very small steps at a time. Yeah. All right. Love you all. Bye bye.